for the Divas Den. Coming to the stage, yours truly, the diva herself, Deborah.
How's everybody doing out here tonight? I hope everybody's doing very, very well tonight. Well, I guess you were wondering why we started out with the lights being dim. Well, tonight we are dedicating our show to one of our indie artists that we just lost on June the 11th. His name was Brandon Rogers. And so tonight we are doing a tribute to one of the indie artists that we actually are dedicating this show to. So I am going to turn it over to Andre in just a moment, but I'm going to ask that we all have a moment of silence.
Great. Good evening, everybody, and welcome again to the Divas Den. I go by the name of Andre Tyrone, and I'd like to speak briefly about Brandon Rogers. I know some of you on Facebook and on YouTube, and you know him as Dr. Brandon Rogers, but I know him as just Brandon Rogers. Brandon Rogers and I, and his family, Danny and Christine, we all grew up in, or we went to church together in Oceanside, California, at St. John Missionary Baptist Church. We grew up on the same military base. They are a military family, and I wasn't in a military family, so we were friends. I knew the Brandon Rogers before Boys to Men. I knew the Brandon Rogers before he became a YouTube sensation. I knew the Brandon Rogers before he became a contestant on America's Got Talent. I knew him just as Brandon. And growing up around him in the early 90s was a pure pleasure. He's a wonderful spirit, always making jokes, always laughing, and a beautiful voice, a heavenly voice. So I'm going to read some things for you. It says, Brandon Rogers, Riverside singing doctor, dies in a car crash at age 29. It says, Brandon Rogers, a 29-year-old resident in the family practice program at Riverside Brentwood Medical Center in Newport. There were some reflecting moments. There's a video on there of him. He actually sang the national anthem a cappella right before all this happened at the ceremony in front of the hospital, or around the hospital, before all of this tragedy happened. He was completing his first year of a 3-year residency. On June 9th, he sang the a cappella version of the national anthem to open the hospital graduation ceremony. After singing, Brandon left the ceremony, and shortly thereafter, he got into a car with friends and headed to a family event in Maryland. According to police reports, around 4:30 a.m. on June 10th, the car veered off the Baltimore-Washington Parkway near Hanover and struck a tree head-on. Brandon sustained massive injuries and died the following morning in the hospital. The driver let police know that he was coming off of a long shift and just veered off the road from being tired. The other passenger in the back, from what I understand, didn't sustain much injuries. According to police reports, this is all founded. According to police reports, Rogers was in the front seat when the driver of the car fell asleep at the wheel. Police said that there was no indication of impaired driving. That means there was no drugs, no alcohol involved. The driver told Maryland State Police that he fell asleep. He drifted onto the right shoulder and veered off before crashing into a tree in Maryland on Saturday, June 10th. The driver told cops he recently finished a long shift at work. The site further reported that the driver pulled the passengers out of the car. So that's an amazing story. One of the quotes that Brandon said on one of his pictures on Instagram, he said, "I still remember the days that I prayed for the things that I have now." Shortly after the news of Brandon's death, Boyz II Men paid a tribute to Brandon on their Facebook page, saying, "Today our hearts are deeply saddened to learn about the sudden death of Dr. Brandon Rogers in a car accident. The group wrote in a statement, 'A few months back, we brought this young man out to the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas to perform with us. He was great all 3 nights, just a genuinely nice person and a real good singer.'" Another quote, "Gone too young, gone too soon."
Yes.
This is a tragedy that happened to the Rogers family. I won't claim that he was my best friend. I won't claim that he was my close friend. I'll claim that he was someone I knew when I growing up. And I remember one of the things that I said to him before we parted ways in California, it was that we promised that we would stay in contact. And on both ends, that didn't happen. So my message to you is, the people in your lives who mean something to you, make sure that you tell them that while they're here.
Yes.
Make sure that you honor them and give them their roses while they're living, because when they're gone, all you have to speak to is their spirit.
Exactly.
So rest in heaven, rest in peace to Brandon Rogers, Dr. Brandon Rogers, who you know him as. To the family, Miss Carmelita, I hope that you can feel my heart and know that my family, the Robinson family, the Oliver family, we deeply send our condolences. Danny, man, I don't know if you remember me, but we send our condolences. Christine, our condolences. Danny Sr., same thing. We love you guys. God bless you. Take this to heart. Don't take for granted the people you have in your lives, because you might not get to see them again.
And also, you know, not just with family members, but with friends as well. You know, my husband is a retired military soldier as well, and I've been through a tragedy with him to the point of where the driver went to sleep behind the wheel of the truck, and he almost lost his life. So what I learned from that is, even with friends, you know, be careful how you treat people, because, you know, even though you might live a long distance from them, you never know when in your lifetime you might see them again, or you never know when you might get that phone call, just like Brandon's parents got the phone call that they got, letting them know that their son was gone. So life is not something that we just play around with. So with that being said, again, guys, we can only just remember to tell each other every day when we see each other how much we love each other. I know I'm never afraid to say that to nobody, you know, because if it comes from your heart, you have no problem.
Agreed.
But if you have to say it and look away from the person you say it to, that gives them a red flag that you really don't mean what you say. So you have to really take friendship to heart, because your friend is just like your family. So, you know, with that being said, guys, if you know that you have friends and you know your friends are very, very close to you, and your friendship is a sincere friendship, you might want to take a moment out to either just text them or call them and say, you know what, I just thought I'd call to say I love you. You know that song Stevie Wonder wrote, I just called to say? Okay, that's, you know, almost the same thing. So I guess now we could go ahead and move on into the inspiration for Indie Artist Talk tonight. So I guess I'll start off. The piece of inspiration I have tonight is one that I even had in my inspirational corner that I've been putting up every day. And that is that if God brings you to it, He will see you through it. Just remember that. If God brings you to it, He will see you through it. It's not another man or a woman that's going to see you through it. It is God that is going to see you through it. And that's my piece of inspiration for tonight.
Taba?
Oh.
You have anything? Of course you do. You are pure inspiration.
Well, I'm so happy that you think that of me. You know, I didn't really prepare anything really, but what I will say is that we are definitely created with inspiration at the core of our beings. There is so much virtue on the inside of us, and a lot of times we question that. You know, we question, you know, the authenticity of who we are sometimes when you're faced with certain things. Sometimes it may lead you to go out and do some recklessness because you doubt the power that is within you. But what I'm saying to you is that remember that you are virtuous, that you are filled with unconditional love. This is not something that you have to be taught to do. If you would distill yourself long enough, you will feel that power surging through your being. And it starts to come to you. Just like, I mean, I saw a video not too long ago, and almost everybody was getting upset because this swim instructor took an infant and just threw the baby in the water. And everybody was like, what in the heck is going on? Are you out of your mind? But immediately, that little infant took to taking care of itself in that water. Now, the instructor wasn't far at all. So if anything would have happened, she would have definitely been there to rescue. But the point was that that little infant had enough know-how within itself to take care of himself. And so I'm saying that whenever you're in that low place, whenever you're in that place of doubt and uncertainty and you're not sure if you're the right type of person or there's things you need to work on to come up, you know, that might be true to a degree, but you are not in need of a total makeover. You're just in need of absolute stillness and trust in the great divine. And that great divine is not in some sweet by and by. It's at the heart of you. God is at the heart of you. Jesus said to the Pharisees and the Sadducees that when you've seen me, you've seen the Father. So this is what you have to think every time you pass a mirror, you know, and you're wondering if God is pleased with you. He's you. You are him. So yes, he is quite pleased with you. So that's my inspiration.
And we also have to remember, God is a man with great integrity.
Absolutely.
And so I believe that that word integrity has been a word that between myself and Abba, we've used that this week.
Yes, we have.
Everybody needs to remember, integrity has a lot to do with togetherness. Yes. And remember, God gave up his only son so that we could see what we are seeing right now, and that is life.
And I just want to first, before I go into my inspiration, is we are live on Facebook and on YouTube, so let's make sure that all our followers share this. It's in the corner of your screen.
Yes,
share
definitely, definitely.
But my inspiration is simple, and I don't know, I think it just popped into my head, and I was like, I gotta get it. And it basically just gives the definition of the word family. It says, a person or people related to one, and so to be treated with special loyalty or intimacy. And then I went and I said, now look at who you call family. Does it change your mind about anyone? Hashtag think, hashtag family, hashtag loyalty, respect, and who. So basically what I'm telling you is, the people that you bring into your inner circle who you call family, are you really loyal to those people? Right. Because if you're not loyal to those people, if you don't treat them with a certain intimacy, I think we get confused with the word intimacy. We think it means sex.
Yes, that's the first thing that
I have an intimate relationship with Abba and with Deborah.
Yes, definitely.
But there's no sex. We are just kindred spirits.
Yes.
So look at the people you call family, because that word to me means something. And if I call you my family, or if I call you somebody close to me as my friend, then I hold you to the highest esteem of the law. That means you get secrets, you get dirt, you get everything.
All my
and you get all of my tears, all of my mess, you get everything.
That's
so look at the people who you call your family, because we use that word so loosely. That's right,
but we don't use it in the right way.
We don't use it in the right way.
That's right.
So be careful who you bring into your inner circle, who you call your family. Make sure that if Saddam Hussein himself was alive and came to you and said, tell me the secrets of your mother and your father, you would die before you gave up them secrets.
That's right.
That's
And that's because that's that loyalty.
Loyalty.
That's what that is. And a lot of people don't really use that word right either.
Nope.
Loyalty.
Right.
You know, loyalty just doesn't mean, okay, Andre tells me something today, but I'm going to go and I'm going to find somebody out here and I'm going to tell that too.
So
That's not loyalty.
No,
right. You know, it's not.
You said something very pivotal, Andre, and that is to make sure that you understand, or was it Deborah? Understand the definitions of some of these words.
Oh yeah, you have
to. A lot
to.
of the things that you say, you use these words loosely without realizing the significance of their meaning. And I started to really express this in both episodes of my show, in His and Her Words this week. Because it started with that show I did last Tuesday about asking if black men were really a disappointment.
Yes.
And that word disappointment, when I explored it and found the official definition to it, it's not somebody else letting you down.
No.
It actually is about you putting or projecting onto somebody else expectations that ultimately let you down. So it's not that individual that disappoints you. It's you that disappoints yourself by thinking more of them than what they actually are, or expecting them to be greater than what they actually are, instead of accepting them as they are. So that's the true meaning of disappointment. So definitely, and not just that word, integrity, like Deborah said.
Yeah, that integrity.
Family,
that's one word that I'm telling you, people need to think about. Definitely.
Absolutely, make sure that you understand that when you are saying certain things, there's life and death in the power of your tongue. So, you know, you can't just speak idly and think that there will be no comeback to what you've put out there in the universe. That's just like putting seeds in the ground. You better believe that there's going to be a harvest.
Come on now.
Whether there's a good harvest or a
right.
bad harvest, there's still going to be a harvest.
Exactly. Yeah. So we just, you know, I always say, think before we speak.
Yes.
Because you know, we have a lot of people that use a lot of big words, powerful words. But then if you come back to them and you ask them, well, explain that to me. What does that mean? You know, I always think in terms of, if I'm going to say something and I'm going to use certain words, make sure that I can break that word down enough to explain it to someone as young as a second grader or even a third grader. Because if they can understand it, then I know that I've gone down to that level of breaking it up into parts where it's much more understandable.
Yes.
So just, you know, be careful how you say things, and be careful how you treat people. If you say they're your family, then make sure you're thinking of that word loyalty.
Yes.
Okay? Because if not, you know, hey, anybody can say, I'm your family. Your fam, you know? Yeah, you know.
Yeah, that has become slang, you know.
Exactly. It has, like I said.
Fam has become slang.
If you are just tuning in again on Facebook and on YouTube, you are tuned in live in the Divas Den with host Deborah Ware, co-host Andre Tyrone, and co-host So Floetic. You are tuned in to live in the Divas Den. Make sure you share this on your page, because we started off with the somber moment, but we're gonna ramp it up. We're gonna get into it. We got some great segment. We have Deborah's here. We have Abba's here. We have
a new segment tonight that we're bringing back again, but in a different way, and it's the artist spotlight.
Yoo-hoo!
And Andre is gonna represent that segment of the show for us, you know, tonight. So you know, we have lots and lots of information for everybody, but you know, just think about what we've said so far.
Deborah,
yes.
You gonna tell them?
I'm gonna tell
You gonna tell them about July 7th for you? Let me tell you, when I got the phone call from her, this thing was happier than, I don't know what I'm talking about. She was on that phone hollering.
Now let me tell you, I tried to call, I tried to call our friend on this end, but she didn't answer me now.
Don't do it.
Look,
let me tell you something, because see, let me tell you, they got too many Facebook social media haters that will get in their little dens and start throwing shade. Don't be putting bad information out there now. Don't do it, because they'll show a run for it.
She got a lot
Don't do it. No.
Shout out.
Well, look, well, since you said it, then you know, well, I'm not the only one that have some news to say. But anyway, since we're at that moment in time, yes, I am she started. Definitely,
I think she's
definitely.
y'all. She's
So, you know what? That quote that I made about if God takes you to it,
He'll bring you.
If He sees it, He'll bring you to it. I think that's what I said. But anyway, you know, I had to really begin to put all my faith there and stop doubting. You know, and once I stopped doubting, then it started coming. Amen. But anyway, the news is, drum roll please. I have been invited to the taping with Urbana Magazine to represent indie artists and to talk about how indie artists matter. Guys, this is just extremely fabulous. And I tell you what, and my co-host sitting over here, guys, but listen, the great part about it is there's only 5 artists. 5 artists, and out of those 5 artists, the 2 of us got the spot. So we will be taping on July the 7th.
And just to give you more information about it, this is the reason why this is such a big blessing is because this is not just an ordinary old interview with just any old magazine. The reason why this is so important is because Deborah stresses on the Divas Den and throughout her career how important it is to give a voice to the indie artists who don't get an opportunity to speak. Because I don't know if you guys understand. Like we are very important.
You hear me?
And we don't sometimes get the same importance as mainstream artists. And this magazine has dedicated their publication to that voice for the indie artists. And I think, let me see, I think what they were thinking is this. We both are indie artists. Deborah's audience is different from my audience.
Definitely, yes.
But they'll come to both of our shows because they want to learn different types of singing. Deborah sings differently than I do. Deborah writes differently than I do. Her music is on a different scale than mine is. We're not good, not bad, not equal. It's just different. And that's great. And they're recognizing that and giving Deborah and myself, and I'm sure the other artists that are watching, if you aren't, or if you are, hello and congratulations. They're giving us an opportunity to speak. Not to bash mainstream artists.
Oh, no.
Not to bash indie artists that are not doing well, but to give a voice to those indie artists who don't necessarily get an opportunity to speak every day and get a national publication from it. So this is a 1-hour interview that they're going to sit down and they're going to talk to Deborah for an hour. They're going to talk to me about everything under the sun dealing with an indie artist. So this is a big, monumental blessing. And like I said, God is driving this bus.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. When I say He's driving it fast. I'm telling you. I am definitely telling you that. And also, I need you guys to look out in the next publication of Urban Spice magazine, because I will be featured in Urban Spice magazine as well. So thanks to Mr. Reggie Smith. Definitely. You guys, if you have never looked up that magazine, you need to look up Urban Spice magazine.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
And I will be a columnist for Urban Spice.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
And we all know our sister girl got a lot of inspiration for love.
To reel out the end, I don't know if you all followed us on our Facebook Live feed, but last Saturday, was it?
Yeah.
Last Saturday, all 3 of us had the opportunity to be a part of a wonderful event entitled Fathers Change Lives.
That's right.
Shout out to Mr. Devontae Black for inviting us. I'm telling you, if you want to know about indie artists, that was filled with some of the dopest indie artists. Singers, rappers, dancers,
even kids. There was some nice kids on the show.
And this is part of the, if you go on to the Auburn Festival page, this is part of their lineup of things that they do. And we were blessed to be invited to come out there and to sing and to spit some hot fire.
I'm telling you, we had it.
And it was such a blessing. We had our family out there with us. It was just an awesome time. So,
definitely,
shout out to Devontae Black again for inviting us. Thank you, kind
definitely.
God bless you.
But you forgot.
What?
From that, we have been invited. We will be on the Sweet Auburn Music Festival for 2017. We booked. B-O-O-K. Book. We are booked. B-O-O-K.
is driving this bus.
Yes.
Oh my
God is good, honey. He
Come on,
is
Diva
good.
Dan.
Oh, yes. Is he ever good? Oh, I'm telling you.
And I was back on the radio.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Yes, I am.
Black People Unity. Black People Unity
Shout out
Television
Black People
and
Unity.
Radio.
Yes.
Dr. Angela Harris is the bomb.
Hey,
y'all.
Doc.
She is definitely the
Yes,
bomb.
she is. She's a sweetie pie. My God.
Fabulous.
I have
Yes.
yet to meet Dr.
And I want to say, too, hi to No if he's listening tonight.
Oh, take him to church. Pops said take him to church. Pops, okay, let me see. Well, let me see. Can I take him to church? No, we ain't gonna take him to
We
church.
should go into
We ain't going there. But you know what? Tomorrow, just to give y'all a heads up,
Yes.
Courses and Verses.
Oh, yes.
Which is my
You
We will be in the
my
house.
event.
with that hush.
Yes. Oh, hush.
Hush
With
punch,
that
y'all.
hush.
Be careful with that hush punch.
Hush.
Definitely.
Deborah Ware certainly can't handle no hush punch. She ain't the
But
one.
hey,
No.
I tell you what, I'm sure gonna give me one cup of it. That's okay.
Okay, so Courses and Verses, you guys go down tomorrow. Doors open at 7:30.
Yeah.
Show starts at 8 o'clock.
Not
You
gonna
don't want to
be-
miss
have
it.
Jen Sparrow's gonna be in the building.
Yes.
Unplugged is gonna be in the building. Slick Sean is gonna be in the building.
And we're gonna have DJ Emotion in the
DJ
building doing all the
Emotion.
taping.
Yes.
DJ Emotion, guys. Yes.
We
What's
doing
up,
it, y'all.
live? Yeah, DJ
Yes,
Emotion.
yes.
Alpo is the DJ. He has his own
He is
label.
awesome.
Jen Sparrow is
Yes.
one of
Yes.
his artists. This is just gonna be phenomenal. You're gonna
It
hear
is,
this guy.
definitely.
If y'all watched my show yesterday, I played one of No Note's poems.
Oh my God.
And my
Very
God, this
much.
man is 65 years
But
old.
he got
and
that
he
very
is a
white voice.
Spoken word
AARP.
artist. Okay? Come on now, age is not a factor.
Huh?
We ain't getting in the way of that.
No.
We know that.
No.
Age is not a factor.
Age ain't
We-
nothing but a
Come
number.
on now,
That's
65.
right.
And he gonna be spitting that Courses and Verses tomorrow night, honey.
right,
that's
He gonna be
right.
bringing it. It was very nice. That
Yes.
poem was
That's
off the chain.
Great.
That's it.
Yes.
But you know what, y'all? This is a celebration. So,
Yes, it is.
you know, we don't want nobody saying, they can't sing, right?
Nope.
So-
I ain't doing it.
There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the year.
All right.
So bring your good times
All right.
and your laughter too. Cause we gonna celebrate and have a party with you. Come on now. Come on. Celebration.
Celebrate.
Let's go celebrate
And have a good time.
All right.
All right.
All right. Now,
I mean, if
that's
y'all don't know,
right.
Deborah loves to break out in songs.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
I'm
is.
like,
But that's
put
like
you on
no,
the
no.
spot. I
Yeah,
love to put
listen.
you on the spot. Remember, you're a
No, no.
singer.
What?
You're supposed to be ready.
That ain't true.
And you're a poet.
That
you're
ain't
supposed
true.
to be ready.
I ain't no call.
Spit that.
No,
That's
no,
right.
will break out into some poetry in a
I ain't no
second.
call.
Every
Nope.
sentence
No,
this
no.
man say is a rhyme. Everything come out of his mouth is a rhyme, honey, because you don't know if he having a conversation with you or he performing for you, honey, because you can't tell.
If
It's
you're
all
just tuning
poetry.
in, you are tuning
Yes.
into Live at the
It's
Divas
definitely-
Den.
Yes,
With
yes,
It's
host
all
Deborah Ware,
poetry.
co-host Abba So Floetic and Andre
Yes,
Tyrone.
yes.
Yes.
You're
I
tuned in
say
to Live at the
testify.
Divas Den.
Yes,
Yes.
in the Divas
I'm doing that shout out
Den.
to
In
old
the
shows so y'all
Divas
know where you're
Den.
at.
Are y'all ready for a little music? You think we need a little music right now?
Well, yeah.
Little
Don't,
music?
don't pay no drop it low.
Oh,
Don't
come
make
on.
me jump up off my
Back it
stool.
up. Hey,
No,
all
God.
right, all right, all
Don't
right.
do it.
Yeah. Yes, honey. Yes.
You're tuned
Well-
in live to the Divas Den again. Make sure
Yes.
you share this on your page, YouTubers, Facebookers. Is that even a word, Facebookers?
Well, we just made
Okay,
it.
Facebookers,
There you
YouTubers.
go. Well, they say bookers. They don't put the face in
Okay,
there.
bookers.
Bookers.
That sounds like a jail.
That's all right.
Bookers and
Come on now.
YouTubers.
Okay.
Delisa,
Okay.
what's going on, girl? Miss Tracy, Mr. Pox said testify. I know that's right.
Go ahead. Deborah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna bring it up a little notch, and we're gonna do some sunshine.
All right.
Let's see if the music is on in the back.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, hallelujah.
You
You know
gotta
what?
pay for
I
it.
don't know. I'm hearing this song in my mind. I've been listening to Destiny's Child's #1 hits CD. Y'all know that CD was nice, right? That's a nice little compilation of all their.
I don't hear it.
Uh oh.
sunshine. Woke up this morning feeling fine as ever. Looked out my window and what did I see? I saw the sun shining down on me, smiling right back at me, making me feel happy that I am free.
And your boy Andre Tyrone. Hey! What's up, everybody? Again, thank you for tuning into Live at the Divas Den.
All right.
Do us a huge favor and like and share this on your page.
Definitely.
It shall bless you.
Yes, definitely.
Can I tell y'all I love y'all? I love
you too.
Okay, good.
Hey, you don't want me to start, right?
Is you
love
gonna
you,
cry?
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love
you ready for the
you.
cry?
Many times. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, how about we go ahead and go to the artist spotlight?
Yes.
And then from there we'll
Yes.
talk about the indie talk for tonight.
All right. What's up, everybody?
Oh, Dr. Angela says she's here next week.
Baby, next week, Friday next week, we're not having, I'll be gone on vacation, but the following Friday, yes, definitely.
Awesome,
I will put you down to come on and have some fun in the house with the Divas Den.
And
Yes.
I ain't no diva, so just say it.
Oh my God.
Well, you know, in case for Andre, in my group when I'm talking to the guys, I call them Dons. So it's Dons
Yes,
and Divas.
Dons
I can take that.
and
I can take
Divas.
that.
That's
Just call me
right.
Dom.
We're the Divas.
The Dons and the Divas.
All right.
That's
So again,
exactly.
family, we're going to introduce a new segment that's going to be done only when we do Indie Talk. Now, Indie
Yes.
Talk is when we just have the three of us, Deborah, Abba, and myself. And I'll be doing this when we have Indie Talk. This new segment, or this segment reintroduced, will be called the Artist Spotlight. And basically what this is going to be is I am going to, as well as Deborah and Abba, we're going to go out and we're going to find indie artists that are on Facebook, YouTube, wherever we find them, friends of ours, it doesn't matter. Basically what we're looking for is artists of different genres, different vocal styles, different things going on. Even some indie artists that you have no clue about. You've never heard of them.
Right.
You may not. Some people may like them. Some folks may not like them. The purpose of this artist spotlight is to shed light on people that don't get an opportunity to get light shed on them or need help getting a boost. Because I don't know if anyone told you, but Live in the Divas Den is going somewhere, and we want to make sure that we're taking indie artists with us to the next level.
Because as you recall, the Soul Session is scheduled for November the 24th, and it is going to be at the Arlene Gam. And I will be putting out the address and all that other good stuff with the flyers and everything. So mark your calendar, November 24th. And any indie artists that have come across this stage with us, and we see that you're out there trying to promote yourself, because you got to remember, indie means independent, what you're doing on your own. So just know that you're not coming on the Divas Den just to come. There is a reward at the end. And, you know, as I always have said before, you know, you want to just make sure you stay up with us, you know. Stay with us.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely.
All right, so this edition of Artist Spotlight, or the Artist Spotlight, I've chosen 3 different artists. Let's go with the first artist, goes by the name of Diamond Cherie Wright. Now let me tell you a little bit about Diamond Cherie Wright. You can find Diamond Cherie Wright on Facebook at Diamond Cherie Sings. You can find her on YouTube at Diamond Cherie. If you're looking to book Diamond, it's bookdiamondcherie@gmail.com. Diamond is a singer, songwriter, mother, and a host herself. A native of Atlanta, Georgia, an educated, smart, and talented woman she is. She has had her struggles throughout her career as an indie artist. Her inspiration is her son, affectionately known to those that know him as Fat Man. He ain't fat no more.
All right.
All
right.
Diamond's goal is to live on her music and happiness. She currently is working on her next project that's entitled Beauty in the Beast. That's Beauty in the Beast. She will be putting on a production of this. This is a production. She does productions for her music. She'll be putting on a production this Sunday, June 25th, 2017, which is also her birthday. She'll be putting on an event this Sunday, June 25th, at the Tango International Center. The doors open at 6:30 p.m. So if you're interested in learning more about Diamond Cherie, make sure that you go and you follow her. She's at Diamond Cherie Wright. You can find her on Facebook at Diamond Cherie Sings. On YouTube, Diamond Cherie. That's Cheri. Diamond is spelled Diamond. All right, for our second artist. Our second artist is known to some, and he's known to a lot, actually. Let me say that and take that back. His name is Mr. Floyd Grant. You can find Floyd on Instagram at Floyd Grant, and you can find him also on Facebook at I Am Floyd Grant. He's an arranger, a singer, and an actor model. A native of Atlanta, Georgia, Floyd has won countless awards for his golden voice. He has been singing since age 5. His growing up influences are some of the others like Stevie Wonder, Peabo Bryson, Kim Burrell, and Isaac Curry.
All strong and powerful singers. Definitely.
Floyd's newest single, Got My Eye on You, is available now where online music is sold. And Floyd also has an EP that's out. It's entitled Black Prince. I have the album. It is amazing.
Well, I
Really
think
good.
we need to have him on the Divas Den.
Exactly.
You know,
We're working on that too.
This platform is here. It is here.
Floyd also will be doing a show called Grown and Sexy on July 29th. And he also, y'all, has an apparel line out called Crown 87. And let me tell you, I have met with this dude. I met him last year at the Ganspo Awards. And not only does he have an awesome voice, but he has an awesome spirit. So look into following and getting some more information and being in contact with Floyd Grant.
Love it.
And then my last artist. Now, when I said earlier about indie artists you may not know nothing about, artists that are trying to get their start. I used to manage a Subway a long time, many years ago, and this gentleman was one of my employees. Now, I didn't know he had any talent. I didn't know he liked to do anything besides just work, because he was young.
Doesn't that sound like somebody?
You don't know me.
It sound like Miss Abba. What? I didn't know Miss Abba could sing. Remember? She kept that under her wings.
Abba was holding it.
Yeah, she was holding it.
He goes by the name of Shaolin Phillips. I know him as Hezzy. He is a hip hop rap artist. And let me tell you a little bit about him. He is a struggling indie artist that's trying to get his music out there. He's not getting a lot of support on social media. And let me tell you, when someone has their heart set on something and they don't get the support or they don't get feedback or advice, it is very damaging to them as a person.
It is. And
it can bring you,
it can make your confidence level drop way down. But listen, sweetie, don't let your confidence drop low. Come on to the Divas Den. Come on into the Divas Den.
Come on the courses first, and I'll make you a feature, boo.
That's right. Come on.
We got you.
Come on.
His social media is Rican, that's Rican, Mix, ShaLini. It's on Instagram. Or Shalyn Phillips on Facebook and Shalyn Phillips at SoundCloud. He is a native of Staten Island, New York. New York in the building. Did I do it right? I do it right? Okay. Like I said, he's a hip-hop rap artist. His music goal is to be an artist who can inspire at any age. He's currently working on some singles in order to build his fan base. So I want you to do me a favor. Facebook, YouTube. I want you to go to Diamond Cherie's page. I want you to go to Floyd Grant's page. I want you to go to Shalyn, that's SHA-LIN Phillips. And I want you to look at these people. I want you to follow them. I want you to listen to their music, give them advice, support our indie artists, because we can be just as successful as the mainstream artists, if not more successful, if we learn how to stop
and support each other.
And learn how to compare. Let's compare what we got, not compete.
Yes.
I remember Willie Moore Jr. I think. Shout out to Willie Moore Jr. Willie Moore, not Willie Less. Willie Moore Jr. said that on his show. He said we need to learn how to compare and not compete. Everything isn't a competition. There's room enough in this world for everybody to do their thing. And if it's not for you to do, guess what? Listen to that center voice and inner voice that tells you. If it's your passion, then you'll want to do it before you sleep, before you eat. It's the only thing that you think about. If it's not your passion, listen to that voice. But let's go out and support these spotlight artists, because they are important. They are artists that need to be heard, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So they're looking forward to hearing from you.
Definitely. At least go to their page and let them know that you heard about them on the Divas Den.
Divas Den.
And you know, there's no harm in clicking on a page and listening. You know, we know that all music is not for everybody, but you could at least show the support of going there and at least, you know, saying, well, I did hear something by this person. So don't sit back and say, shh, I ain't going to check that out. No, don't be that way, you know. Just don't. We're all indie artists. And the only way that we are going to make an imprint or a dent on the indie artist situation is if we all join in together, not just one. Remember, it takes a village to raise children. So it's going to take a village to bring this indie artist thing up to a point where somebody's recognizing us. And I know my mouth is big enough, and I'm definitely going to push as much as I can to let everybody know that as indie artists, we do matter. We matter a lot.
We matter.
Yes.
We matter, Abba. We matter.
Definitely.
Yes,
Indie artists, indie poet artists, indie book artists, independent artists all together. And I know I'm going to get in trouble, I think, from my label for saying indie artist, but I am an independent artist. Yes, I'm signed to the wonderful 480 Music Group. Shout out to the boys. But I still represent the indie firm and the indie people, because I know what it's like to put out your music on your own.
Yes.
Out of your pocket. I know what it's like to support yourself.
Yes.
So I don't take anything from my label, from 480 Music Group. Shout out to you, Tavares and Rodney. You guys are amazing. But I want to make sure that we, as the Divas Den crew, Abba, myself, and host Deborah Ware, want you to know that we're pushing for you. That we're going to be your voice. Deborah and myself on July 7th, we're going to speak for you. We're going to let the world know that you exist. We're going to get the world to listen to your music. So do us a favor. This is really, listen now. Do us a favor, indie artists. If we're going to be speaking on behalf of you or some of you, make sure you have your ish together.
That's right.
Make sure you put your best foot forward, your best music, your best photos. Take all this negativity. There is nothing more discouraging to see an indie artist always be negative about stuff. We know the world is full of hate and this and stuff. Let your music and your books and your poetry speak above that and beyond that. We see that enough on the 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock news. Let's move on to something else.
And not only that, you know, if you are an indie artist that you really feel that you want the world to know about you as an independent artist, what you need to do, my email is Deborah, Deborah9783@gmail.com. Send me some of your thoughts. Send me some of the things that you would like for me to even speak on your behalf for. Because remember, at this point, I'm speaking from what I've been through, my struggles, where I'm at. And so if you want me to speak on your behalf, you need to let me know. And you can do the same with Andre. Send some of your thoughts to Andre as well. You can even do them right there on our Facebook pages. My Facebook page is Deborah Ware. My Instagram is Deborah, DWR, at Instagram. Just, hit me up there and send me your thoughts.
Amen.
Don't be afraid. This platform is here. And Abba, definitely, she has a platform for everybody, Courses and Verses. All you got to do is hit her up. She advertises consistently, just like we all do. And see, that's one of the main points that, or how could I say it, maybe one of the pet peeves that I have when it comes down to indie artists supporting each other. If you see somebody have something on their page that they're advertising to you to the point of saying, here, I've got this. Come on here, just like my show. I advertise consistently saying if you're an indie artist and you want to be heard, sign up to come on the Divas Den. But we can't beg you. We can't pull you. You know how they say you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink it? Well, that's the way it is. The platform is here. She has her platform. It's there. But if you don't reach out and get that, then nothing's going to happen. Nothing at all.
Okay, and we say that with love and light.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
You are tuned in live again, Facebook and YouTube, to Live in the Divas Den with Deborah Ware.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, your boy Andre Tyrone. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all talk to us. Y'all get involved.
We're in the Divas Den.
Bust out a rap or something.
We're in the Divas Den.
All right, that's going to be a new song.
Yes,
We're in the Divas Den. Come on, girl. Hey, hey, hey. We're in the Divas Den. Hey, hey. We're in the Divas Den. Divas Den.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to all of the indie artists. Shout out to all the people following and watching. We thank you all for your support. Do us a favor and share and like this on your page.
Definitely.
It doesn't just help the show, but it helps everyone here. It helps yourself. It lets people know that you listen and do different things. Like, let me tell you something. There's nothing that's so depressing to see someone that stays in a circle, like just doing this.
Oh yeah, you gotta get out of that.
Get out. You gotta try different things, listen to different people. I know as indie artists, we like to keep our own 5 little indie artists in our pocket, and those are the ones we support, put on our shows, and go to see, stuff like that. And I'm learning personally that it's not always like that. Some of the most beautiful voices, singing voices, spoken word voices, even books can be found in the most ridiculous places. You gotta step out of your comfort zone. You gotta step out of what you're used to. And this might seem a little pushing it to you all, but all of the black indie artists, stop going to only the black indie artist stuff.
Yes.
All of the white indie artists, stop going to all the white indie artist stuff. There are some kicking people out there.
Different.
There's some kicking indie artists that are country.
Yes.
There's some kicking Asian indie artists. There's a girl that I'm getting ready to start working with who I'm going to mentor, who says that she came out to Georgia just because she wants to sing and is looking for someone to help her. And a friend of mine, shout out to Jason, saw her and said, I know somebody who can help you come out of your shell. Don't know why he chose me, but he messaged me and was like, I got you. And I was like, I got you. I'm definitely going to work with her.
Well, and you know what? And I'm not going to say too much because that's a part of what we're talking about tonight. Remember, I mentioned that to you, right? But before we go in, guys, I have to tell you, the Divas Den, to me, it's there for music, but I love poetry too. Yeah. I'm not a poet. But Abba does a fantastic job with poems that she actually, writes. And she shares it with everybody. So it wouldn't be fit not to say that we would like for you to share something. Share a poem, something with us. Come on.
Deborah also likes to put folk on the spot.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you, I came from a father that said, If somebody walk up to you and ask you to sing a song, you're supposed to be ready. You're not supposed to sit there and say, but I don't know. Let me see. Wait, I gotta think. No, he said you're supposed to get right on.
I do that too.
Yes.
I tend to
do that too. I do that
well,
too.
Yes.
Well, what's fresh on my brain? Okay, I did this on Saturday. It was to the sisters, acknowledging the brothers because it was Father's Day. Sisters, I am sure you can agree with me. We have frequently prayed silently and aloud for God to send him right out the clouds. I'm talking about the one, similar to God's only begotten Son. He's rare, though there are some who would dare proclaim it's him. Ignore that ego tripping. See, the one will make no proclamations. In his presence, you may feel some sort of sedation. He's real about giving you something you can feel. Not solely between your thighs, he's attracted to your mind. That apple round behind too. But he's going to take his time with you. He has a strong sense of what you've been through. He too has stories to tell. He's mastered the art of forgiveness well, which is why he can offer a shoulder to smolder where it may still ache. I'm telling you, sisters, this brother's not fake. The one's a winner in tune with his inner self. Though he gives you all he's got, there's always something left. He radiates with pride, knows his feminine side, not ashamed to cry. Vulnerability doesn't deny his manhood. He can care less if that's misunderstood. It's his chivalry that confirms his masculinity. Unlike some weak-ass renditions of men, as I stated earlier, some be ego tripping. Now that line wasn't meant to put any man down. What's lost can surely be found. It was to discourage the sisters from looking around. The one knows what he's purposed to do. The master created him to find you.
See?
And that's that piece.
Now, I'm going to tell you, when I hear poetry and I can understand it, that's poetry.
She says it all the time.
I'm sorry.
All the time.
You know,
She says it all the time.
I just, you know,
She did.
that's just me. Maybe that's the English language
that's
arts
fine.
part
That's
in
fine.
what I teach. Before we go into the next segment, you know, I always like to try to go back and pick some of the artists or something that we have had on the show. And so since we're honoring Brandon tonight, last week for our show, a week before last for our show, because we were on location last week supporting Andre.
What's that?
At his show at Wild Pitch. But the week before that, we had a wonderful, a magnificent guest on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And that is Shenray Price.
Shenray Price.
And so,
Shenray Price.
if you don't know who Shenray Price is, look her Shenray Price up and you'll find out
Awesome
who she's
spirit.
related to
Wonderful
and all.
spirit.
But
Wonderful
she
spirit.
came into my home, into this Divas Den,
Made me cry.
and she tore it up. She left a feeling in this house that I just tell you, it was awesome. And so I follow Shenray a lot. She has rehearsals at our house and she does them shares them on Facebook and everything. And you know, Shenray is way higher up on the totem pole than we are. But she came and supported the Divas Den. So to dedicate this to Brandon for tonight, I'm going to play one of her songs.
Awesome.
Check the volume, girl. Turn stuff down. Bless her heart. Jesus. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Bless her Lord.
That's
Bless her little Divas Den heart.
Hey, hey.
Shout out to Miss Shenray Price.
Hey, Shenray.
Hey, gorgeous.
No longer the same. Is there anybody here?
with host Deborah Webb,
Andre Tyrone,
and I was so flowing. Listen now, Miss Sandra Price.
Church, y'all.
you feel it? All right now, hallelujah.
Yeah, that was Shanray Price.
Hey,
Shanray.
Yes,
definitely.
Hallelujah.
I'm not changed. Woo,
My
woo, woo.
God.
What happened?
Yes.
Tell us, the audience, because you know right now we spotlighting a lot of the people that have been on here.
Yes.
So on tomorrow, you got a guest that's gonna be on your show that came from this Divas Den that I'm gonna spotlight tonight.
Absolutely.
So you want to tell everybody about him?
You know, we are so honored because, I mean, there's so many aspects of Mr. Langston. What's Langston's last name? I'm so sorry, Langston. I'm so proud of him because, first of all, he's from our home state, Louisiana. Lafayette is the city. He's been in Georgia for about maybe 2-3 years. And Langston is an amazing, well, his stage name is Unplugged.
Unplugged.
Yes.
Unplugged.
Definitely.
You know, I am so super duper proud of this young man. And I mean, oh my God, aside from being educated, for being recognized in his home state for his tremendous efforts. He's absolutely going to take stage tomorrow at Courses and Verses and share some of his authentic, I mean, all the way dope. One of my favorites by him is Dope Black Kings. And I mean, all I can say.
That video was out today.
Oh,
yesterday,
really?
Yesterday at 9 p.m.
I say hello.
He released the video yesterday at 9 p.m.
You guys have got to search out Unplugged. Definitely look him up. Search for the title, Dope Black Kings. Andre just said the video was released last night at 9 p.m. You guys will, I'm telling you, you will love every single bit of this music. He is definitely going to be at the stage of
and so you're gonna get a taste because I'm gonna play it right now. And it's called Dope Black Kings. And the first time it was ever played was right here.
All right, on the Divas Den.
On the Den.
On the Den with the dawn.
This is my. I'll be having to stand up on this.
Yeah, bro, we ain't getting up with you.
Hey,
get on there with this costume now. Watch your costume now.
Oh Lord.
All right.
You're listening to Unplugged, y'all. This track is entitled Dope Black Kings. He has a video out. Go check it out on YouTube, on Facebook.
Y'all hear that beat?
Don't start dropping like a shotgun there.
But I think the Lord is leading me safe. Got on my knees, head side, kicking up some games. Down with skills, skills. Understanding, grinding hard. Just the man that got first, then cut my family. Yeah, if I didn't struggle, appreciate. I'm comfortable, it is not a funny pain. Busy judging, but I'm pretty sure you can't relate. Pressure put this down, so I can't do it.
All right now.
So I can recognize the stage. Just my view, statement late, take care. Judge by my skin, gotta keep my guard up. Evil white men always try to stall us.
That's the youngest how you do it. I don't know how to dance like that.
Now we scared from the law. Every day is a struggle, man, it's so cold. Thinking highly of yourself, but like it's so low. Hard working brothers, don't forget one thing. Say you with me for your all.
Y'all don't want this. Come out and see him tomorrow at Courses and Verses. This brother be rocking as he be singing.
Hosted by Mama Soul Flow
4150 Jonesboro Road, LaGrange Park, Coffee House.
They are awesome, y'all. Great service. Look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow.
You see this crowd, respect it, bro. Yeah, you bring that basket coming at me like a hug.
That ain't right. What you doing? That right there. That ain't right.
That's mine.
Our ancestors worked too hard to end this fight. We're broken beautiful when I think this I got it like. Crime has no color.
I'm just saying. That ain't it. That's what I did. That ain't right. That's old. I think that's old.
Okay, that's the way you give yourself a hand. Okay, so what is
Black
it?
King.
What is it? What's the dance step? Don't say no, but y'all ain't showing us.
You are listening to my main man, Unplugged. The single or the song you listen to is Dope Black King. The video is available now on YouTube. Make sure you go check this brother out. Or you can come out tomorrow to Courses and Verses, hosted by our Soul.
And come bounce right along with it. You gonna bring that LA flavor in there. That's Louisiana.
Shout out to Unplugged. It's a great
Now y'all tell me that wasn't a hot song.
That's
Y'all
right.
get to see Unplugged perform that tomorrow.
Perform it for the second time.
Yes, for the second time, because we saw it for the first time. He was tearing it up here on this stage that we sitting up here on now.
I'm so excited, y'all.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
I'm gonna be acting a fool tomorrow. DJ Emotions gonna have all the footage.
Oh yeah, okay.
He does the videography at Courses and Verses.
Definitely.
FYP Productions. Shout out Allen Post Studios. Shout out Jen Sparrow, Alice Artist is definitely going to be in the building. Slick Sean Unplugged. Y'all got to come on out and get a taste, man. And Deborah, where is Andre?
We gonna be
yes.
I'm just at the door.
First of all, they can't ever read.
I'm at the door.
It's gonna get to you. You
I'm
gonna
at
get
the-
up there.
I'm at the door.
He gonna be there, right?
I'm
He
gonna
get
be
up
there.
there.
Look.
You gonna get up there. You
I'm
gonna sing
gonna be
Belinda's
there.
Smile for us
Don't tell me
tomorrow.
what to say.
Oh yeah, you gonna sing Belinda's
I'm gonna be
Smile
at
for
the
us tomorrow.
door. Taking the money.
Yes,
I'm gonna be at. Come see me at the door.
Yeah,
Come see me at the door.
Well, you know what? I think the last time all I had was some hush punch. And some of my audience was like, okay, where's the snacks? I do have snacks for you guys tomorrow.
Yes,
There will
peanuts.
be refreshments
Peanuts and carrots.
and hush punch. Plenty of it.
Peanuts
So
and
y'all
carrots.
just got to keep the hush on the hush hush, okay?
Peanuts and
All right.
carrots and three
Yes.
and three
Well-
scoops of cheese.
Well, I tell y'all what. It's now time for us to go to our last segment, and then after that last segment, Mr. Andre Tyrone gonna play some of his music
Don't
for
tell me
us.
what to do.
Yes, I've been sitting here constantly telling them, turn on your music, turn on your music.
I was listening to God to tell me what to do.
All right. Well, you know, usually what we do is we always have an indie topic, something that an indie artist can take away with them, something that they may even have a question about.
Yeah.
And so what I've chosen for tonight is, and I want every indie artist, I hope you're listening, to think about this question. We're going to give you a few seconds to marinate off of it, and then we'll talk about it. But the question is, what is your strength of your success as an artist? I'll repeat it. What is your strength of your success as an artist? So we'll give you a few minutes to think about it.
That sounds great. Y'all are not going there. Don't they do that on Jeopardy?
Okay,
Lord have mercy.
now, I hope as you were thinking about it, some of these things that I'm going to mention, you might have thought about that. So when you're thinking about what is your strength of your success as an indie artist, one of the things you should be asking yourself is, if I had to, could I mentor or counsel another artist? So think about that. The other question to ask yourself is, could I provide a platform, some examples of how to be successful as an indie artist? So those are two questions to help you come up with that answer about what is your strength of your success as an indie artist. So what we usually do is we start up here with ourselves first, and we think about those things. That first, question was, can you, if you were asked, mentor another artist?
Yes, I could. I could mentor another artist. I think it becomes second nature. When it becomes second nature to you or first nature to you as an indie artist, when you see yourself in other people, when you begin to see other people's talents, sometimes before they do, or if they start to doubt themselves, you still see that fire in them. Or if you get on stage, or you see them on stage and you just look at them and you say, wow, that is something special about that person. That is I feel like is the beginning stages of you being able to eventually become a mentor to an indie artist. And anybody can become a mentor to an indie artist, because if it's indie artists, I don't really know. I don't want to say that we're famous. I will say that we are known. Some of us are more known than others, and I believe that it is our job as an indie artist to not only look out for ourselves and make sure that we get to the next level, but that we also take the time to pull someone else up with us, or give someone advice, or give someone a helping hand, or something that we can do to assist another indie artist that's coming up or that thinks that this is what they want to do, because it's going to do one of two things. It's going to, in the fire, it's going to show that they are meant to do this, or unfortunately, it's going to show that this is not what they want to do full time. This is what they want to do on the weekends. This is what they want to do on Christmas time or Easter time. Not 100%, which is fine too.
And I understand that, because I've been down that road where I have tried to be a mentor for someone, and instead my job kept coming up, or I can't come on the weekend or something like that. You have to remember, first of all, if you're an artist, you know there are going to be times when you're going to have to be available for certain things. Yeah. You know that a good artist doesn't just walk out on a stage front and center without any practicing. You have to practice. Practice makes perfect. So if you know that you're not ready to commit to any of those things, then I guess that's enough I can say on that.
Amen.
So I'm on the side of a poet, because I know it's different from just a regular indie artist as far as a singer. But with that being said, could you, if you were asked to mentor another artist, could you do that, and what would you do?
Well, it's still creativity, and I think yes. I think the thing that makes you successful is consistency. I think the more that you nurture what's in you, the greater it becomes. And so I think that, I would always, one of the things that I do anyway as a minister, when people come to me troubled and they want conversation or whatever the case is, I always try to point out the fact that you are in control of the situation. It does not have you. So that's always going to be the very first step that I would always take, even if I'm mentoring on a positive note. It's always to remind you of what your capabilities are, and that you have the power to navigate it in the direction that you want it to go. It's just about maintaining the right vision and knowing what it is that you want. How do you want to see that vision come to fruition? Yeah. So yes, I actually would, I could, and that's the road.
And to tell you the truth, with the three of us, if you think about it, we have mentored one another. Because, it's for different things that we do. Each one of us have something else. Say, well, how about if we do this? I mean, it might sound like it's advice, but that's still mentoring. And you have to remember that, if you are going to be mentored by somebody, you have to remember to keep that open ear and be positive.
Absolutely,
about it. You definitely have.
Yes.
So with the other question where it said, can you provide a platform, examples on how to be successful as an artist? Andre?
My thing would be this. We all view success differently, so that would turn into another question. And as far as a platform, I do believe that there are some artists who are able to provide platforms, i.e. the Divas Den, courses and verses. Me, myself, and personally, I haven't gotten to that stage where I can provide a platform as far as something else to do to bring artists on, besides making sure that I recognize them any opportunity that I get. I wouldn't say that I have right now, yes, I could if I sat down and thought about it, because I do have some ideas that I want to do. But as far as right now, I don't have a set platform that I could do besides mentoring. And when I see them and when I get around them, I make sure I shout them out, or my Facebook page. So I guess on some levels, yes. And on other levels, I feel like no.
Well, with you, yes, you can. Because let me tell you, when you think of the word platform, think about it. It could go more than one way. A platform could be, okay, like what I'm doing here. But a platform could also be like if you decided that you had a gig yourself, and you called up Abba, or you called up myself and said, hey, tonight I'm singing at such and such and such a place, and they need other artists. Would you like to come along? That's providing a platform. Because you just gave somebody an opportunity to come somewhere with you and showcase themselves. So yes, you probably have given a platform to somebody more than once. So you have to look at what that word means. You know?
Okay,
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that as possibly a platform.
Well,
But
it
I
is.
think I was thinking about mostly something that I created in order to
And you know what? And this is
to showcase.
Yeah, and I can
versus
understand.
something that's already out there.
I can understand that, but you know, even something as simple as networking.
Yeah. that's
You
what
know,
I'm
when
saying.
you are
That's
networking
netball,
and you
yeah.
open a door for someone else, I mean, you don't have to necessarily stand in that space with them. I've done that a lot. One of my most favorite things to do is networking. I love being able to bring folks together, introduce people to people that I know, or get introduced to somebody that someone else knows, because you just never know what comes of all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I reached out to Dr. Angela Harris myself via Facebook. I inboxed her after she posted something, but it's just amazing that ever since her and I came into contact with each other, you know, she's not only come into my life, but she's come into all of our lives. And folks that she knows, she's introduced me to. And it's just been a domino effect. It's like every single door that we've been walking through, we've been all walking through it together. So that is creating a
Yeah,
platform.
yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
So and not only that, you got to remember, we both have been given the opportunity to go for the taping with Urbana. You're the one that told me about Urbana.
Well, I guess now I can see it more. But I think the level that I was thinking of is that I don't ever do anything as an artist for recognition. I could care less if you recognize me. And I think more of as it's a humble mechanism
Yes.
for me.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
I
Yes.
guess I can't see myself. Like you see those artists that are on stage and they say, well, thank you for the applause and thank you for calling me a legend, but I don't see myself as a legend. I don't see myself as doing it for recognition. I see myself doing it because it's just who I am. So to me, it feels like it's me. It feels like this is Andre Tyrone.
Right.
Like, I'm going to do what I'm going to
Well,
do.
now I
regardless.
agree with that,
I guess.
Andre, because honestly...
So forgive me. I
Yes,
corrected.
No, but you know, I agree with you because honestly, I have that at the core of me as well,
Yeah.
because I only just recently, within the last year, started to get it into live. I mean, selfies and pictures of me everywhere.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, I would go places and there would be still photos here and there,
Yeah.
but to actually upload a live video of me somewhere, I think the comedian Rooster did that at the Red Mixer when I performed there. And when I went on Instagram the next day, I'm like, oh my God, I'm on Instagram. I mean, let me tell you, seriously, I was never really into, you know, make sure as soon as I take a mic here, record me. You know, I mean, I've had so many opportunities to be places, and I have nothing like in archives anywhere to say, you know, that I've actually did that because it wasn't about shine. The very first time that I sat down in a private meeting with Dr. Raheem the Dream's mother, you know, that's what I've always said, and I'm not just saying it to impress nobody. It is the gospel truth. It has never been about shine. You know, it's really more about the message, you know, that's been put in me to put out there.
I agree.
You know, and so, yeah, I mean, because sometimes I have to be reminded. I think that's happened to me in the Divas Den quite a few times. Would you tell them about Courses and Verses? Would you tell them about it? And I'm like, oh, you know, exactly. I'm not out here just boasting it and saying, you know, I mean, sometimes I even overlook, I mean, all the stuff that I do behind the scenes, y'all don't even know. When I'm in my little room, in my all boxed in, I got so many things laid out in front of me. I worked on flyers today. I was putting so many, even for the next month's Courses and Verses, because that's going to be a major one. But I ain't saying nothing just yet. But that's going to be off the chain for July. But anyway, but I'm all behind the scenes doing all of this stuff, you know, to advance. But I'm not trying to get nobody to say this chick is the bomb. Or, oh my God, girl, you did that, and oh what? You know, I mean, I know that, you know, because of how things unfold, you do get recognition. You know what I mean? But that's not what I'm striving for. You know, it's really not.
Cool. Right, yeah, and the same with me. I'm doing what I'm doing because I love to do this. And that's why I provided the platform starting out for myself. But then sometimes I forget that about myself, and I think about everybody, you know, just getting a piece of it themselves. So,
I see that. That's great.
But in researching that, so that at the end we could kind of figure out what the actual answer to that question is, I found that there were 6 tips. And first of all, at this present moment, and this was from an article in 2017, right now, so which means it's up to date, that right now is a great time for independent artists to position themselves for success in today's music industry. When I saw that, I went, what? You gotta be joking. So it is our time. But you know, we have to put forth all that effort into what we're doing to make sure that we make good use of that time.
Yeah.
So my question to myself was, after I read that, I said, okay, well, how and why is it our time? So there was the 6 steps. Step 1 said, connect more with fans to build a strong relationship, both online and in person.
Okay.
The second step was performing live as often as possible in plenty different venues and locations.
Love it. Love it.
Make a good impression on stage so your audience will remember you. Step 3, post regularly. Interesting, exciting, or even funny content to your Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram profiles.
Okay.
Step 4, reply and interact. That's important. If somebody says, oh, I love your music, reply back with a thank you, you know, or something. So reply and interact with anyone who mentions you in their tweets and posts. If someone compliments your track, thank them. Step 5, YouTube blogging, using a camera, internet connection.
Okay.
Okay.
Step 6, have an irresistible personality.
Irresistible.
And this one is really what and I mentioned it to Andre. Stop waiting on a record label. Don't assume that major labels know the secrets of the industry or that signing a record deal is even a good idea.
Especially in this day and time.
That's right. What you have to do is work hard and stay focused and don't look for a handout. Go off your budget. Take your budget and do what you can do with your budget. My budget has provided me with everything that I've had. So I can tell you, use your budget, do what you can do, and you'll be surprised at the results that you'll get from that.
Yes.
Good deal.
Awesome. I love it.
Love your
Love it.
talk.
Yes, yes.
Again, you are tuned in live to the Divas Den with
Yes,
host
yes.
Deborah Ware,
Yes, yes, yes.
co-host I Was So Poetic,
Yes.
and your homeboy Andre Tyrone. What's up,
Yes,
baby?
yes. And you know what? I like to always just stop and take just a few minutes and say that having you on our team as the Don, as we will call it, it is a magnificent feeling. And I think I've told you that before.
You have.
I have basically almost adopted you like my son.
My
I
mama
told
is
your
here,
mama
by the way.
I took him
She
away
over
from you.
But
it's because yes, because it, you know,
Mama.
it's because in life it's so hard to find people that are loyal, that are genuine, that keep the integrity that they know they need to have,
Yes.
and that the same way they are with you today, on Friday, they're going to be the same way.
Thank you.
And I have found that in you. I've also found that in Abba. And I don't think that I could have a better team than to be right here with y'all.
Thank you very
Because,
much.
you know, we really work to support each other,
Yes.
you know, in any way possible,
Yes.
no matter what it is,
Absolutely.
you know. And so I'm very grateful.
Thank you.
I'm very, very grateful. My life feels like it's fulfilled even more so,
All
you
right
know.
now.
So,
Isn't that wonderful?
you know, you just, you know, I don't know. I'm getting tied up in my words, but that's the way, you know, the way that I feel, and I feel like we're all on the same path, and that is that we're on the move, and we've been saying that since the Divas Den started, and we are on our 30th episode.
Yeah.
30th, Lord
30.
Yes.
We're 30
Yes.
years old.
You know
today.
what? That's some
Definitely.
stuff, right?
Yes.
Ooh, wow.
YouTube, we're gonna get caught up soon. I
Oh,
promise you.
yes.
Now starting our
Lord,
YouTube page.
Definitely.
So I guess we're
That's
gonna
great.
end
So-
the show with me.
Yes, so we're going to
I'm honored.
have Andre. He's going to share some of his music with us tonight. I don't know what he's going to share because he did not tell us.
I never tell. I'm
Okay,
gonna-
so he's going to share. He's going to share with us.
I am going to
music.
share because I need to continue to get this out there. This is my song entitled "Dangerous Games," and it is a to me, it is one of my best songs, my best pieces. Shout out to, again, 480 Music Group. There's a video out for this song that's shot by the awesome, wonderful director, Mr. Rodney Jackson.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yes, yes.
This was cooked up by the brainchild of Mr. Tavarius Wilson and Mr. Rodney Jackson. They thought of this chemistry for this video. And I can tell you what it is. Go onto YouTube, Andre Tyrone, and check out the video. But again, this song is entitled Dangerous Games, and it will be on my sophomore album, because I have a second album that's out now. It will be coming out entitled Black and White. Again, this is Dangerous Games.
And listen for the creativity, because that's the thing, the creativity in this song.
You're tuned in live to the Divas Den again. Host Deborah Ware, co-host Abba So Floetic, and myself, Andre Tyrone.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
What's up, YouTube? Facebook, what's up?
Hi, everybody.
What's up?
You can see the growth.
Yeah.
But you can go back to the first one. Hey, it's
Oh,
coming.
Lord,
It's coming. Hey, how you say it? It's coming.
Do I get paid more?
oh my God.
Hey,
Can we negotiate
as long as I hold you, you'll never go
Come on
down.
now, say it, say it.
That's
Come on.
right.
It's an escrow.
Time to make a move. I see the silhouette, don't know if you see it yet. No. Come run away with me, together we are happy, yeah. I made the run for the stars, check my feels and know my name. Push it till it fade away. Every little thing you do is on my mind, you are mine all the time. And every little thing you say, you're on my dime. Take your time, you are mine. This is a dangerous game for two. It ain't worth losing you. I gotta play it alone. It's up to. So I choose. This is a dangerous game.
All right.
Oh, this is a dangerous game. You pushed away, so I held back all my fears. Tell me what's the deal? I changed the way that I think, but all you seem to hear it clear. Maybe this isn't it. You and I are meant to be. So stop wasting my time. You don't have to be with me. Push it till it fade away.
You're always so confused about when you love and not that you love. Sometimes it's better to have loved and have lost than to have never loved at all. Farewell, my love. Things aren't always what they seem. Dangerous game.
All right. You listen to Dangerous Game by your boy Andre Tyrone.
Yes,
Hope you enjoyed
yes,
it.
definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
Love it.
I love that.
Yes,
track. Love it.
definitely. Well, before we go, you know, guys, it's not just us that always sit up here on the platform Because as I said, we always have support in the house all the time. And so I think that it would be fitting to say thank you to Andre's nephew, Bryce. Bryce, we want to say thank you so much for helping us with the lighting and everything.
Thank you. He's a little
Definitely.
Little mini Andre.
And Miss Belinda,
Hey,
always,
mama.
always.
Yes.
Miss Belinda sits here with us, and
mama.
I mean, she's a true, real lady, real fan.
That's
You
my
name
mama.
it, she's always here. We thank you
Yes,
so
yes.
She's
much.
my mama.
Yes. And then in the house tonight with me tonight is my little guest.
Hey, little
I
Courtney.
have my little granddaughter, which is Courtney.
Hey,
And
little
Courtney's
Courtney,
here
girl.
tonight with us, and she's one of our fans too. She sits
Yes.
here with us.
Yes.
And so we want to tell you thank you also for being here
Thank
in
you.
the Divas Den
Absolutely.
tonight
Absolutely.
with us.
Yes,
Okay.
Miss Courtney.
Okay.
Again, you are tuned in live to the Divas Den with
Yes.
host Deborah Ware, co-host
Yes.
and your boy Andre Tyrone. Like and share this, please,
Please,
so that the word can get out
please.
there.
And remember,
Yes.
remember, guys, say a prayer tonight for Brandon Rogers'
And the
family,
Rogers family,
because, you know, this really hit home. And I didn't even know him. But when I did find out about him, then I went to listen to the music, and I was like, oh my God, heaven is getting an angel that can sing and
Beautiful
sing
voice.
and sing, you know? So you have to remember, none of us know when it's our last. So make sure that you keep his family in your prayers, and every time you step to the mic, think about Brandon. Think about your brand. Think about how hard you're going to work to perfect your brand. And let that be that one of the steps you take is making an initial step to come to the Divas Den.
May he rest in heaven. He
Yes.
has been laid to rest, everyone. This
Yes.
past Thursday, they laid his body to rest in Virginia. This past Wednesday night, they had the viewing. And this past Thursday, they had the funeral services, the homegoing services for his body. Shout out and very heavy heart condolences to the Rogers family, Miss Carmelita, Danny Sr., Danny, Christine. We love you guys. You have the support of the Oliver Robinson family as well as the Divas Den co-host and host.
Yes.
We may not have known Brandon personally. I did grow up with him, like I said, back in the day, but his music as well as his spirit touched a lot of people, and you can tell that when you go onto his Facebook page or when you go onto his Instagram page and you see the millions of people that shouted him out. You guys, he was shouted out not just on Instagram and Facebook. The radio stations were talking about him. The news was talking about him. And it goes both ways. It's a great thing, but it's also a hurting thing. Don't give the people in your lives their flowers when they're no longer here.
And
Give
before
them while they're here.
And before we go, I also, since we're saying that, I just thought about it. I also want to give a shout out to Jaretta Madden, because I'm going to tell you one day this week, I was kind of feeling down on myself about this same indie artist situation. And she sent me an email that uplifted me to the highest and brought me back to the point of saying, you know what? Forget this.
Yeah.
This is going to happen. And it did. So, Jaretta, thank you so much for that. And as we close out, can we just say the Our Father prayer to close out for Brandon?
Yeah.
Okay. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory are yours forever and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Have a
Good
great
night,
night, everybody. Thank
from
you
the Divas
again
Den.
for tuning in.
Good night.
You were
Good
watching
night.
live with the Divas Den.
Yes.
Make sure you share and like this on your page.
Yes. Have a
God
wonderful
bless.
night.